Uh, Good morning. Most of you guys have met me before. My name is Brian. Just going to give you a quick little overview on social media awareness. Um, by show of hands, how many people have a social media account of some sort? Great. Pretty good amount. So, as you know, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest are the main ones that everyone knows. But there's several more social media sites, such as Google+, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and many others that I can keep going list on. They just people come up with an idea and they just keep finding, snapshot, stuff like that. It's just ways to do it. Unfortunately, social media is one of the fastest growing areas of online activity. Statisticbrain.com released a stats sheet in July last year stating there are 1.4 billion users on Facebook alone. The same site also released the Twitter users with 646 million active users on Twitter. Everyone must be vigilant on social media. There is no such thing as privacy. I mean, yes, there's settings that you can go to and click at who can see it, who can't see it, but we can't control who everyone else allows to see their Facebook posts. So privacy does not exist at all on social media. Recently, I read an article by Thomas Rainer describing warnings for church leaders who use social media. Since we should conduct ourselves the same as our leaders, I feel the article has relevance to our activities on social media as well. A few of those warnings I'll share with you. We need to consider everything we say on social media to be permanent. Just because we have the option to go in there and edit it, delete it, and completely take it out our posts does not mean that it's deleted from Facebook altogether or Twitter or anything like that, because it is a public site. We may be able to post something saying that, hey, we did this, this, and this, but we didn't want anyone to know. However, if someone else's news feed, it'll pop up, and if they like it, then everyone they see, sees as well. You can be misunderstood often on social media. I had this experience firsthand. I posted something about parenting, just the way I believe parents should raise their kids. Being a Christian, we tend to have certain, standards on how we raise our kids. Unfortunately, everyone is different when it comes to parenting. I had a friend of mine who came on there and posted thinking that I belittled his parenting style because he's a non-believer, where I had no intention. It was just my opinion on, personal, how I want to raise my children as they get older. Unfortunately, it ended up in a little bit of an argument, and we had to delete some of the comments. More than likely, many of us have used emoticons in our emails, texts, even on our posts. Little smiley faces, little hearts, little anything. Unfortunately, that doesn't make anything we put on Facebook change. According to Mr. Rainer's article, most people actually ignore them. So when we post something, they're reading our words. They're not looking at the little smiley face at the end or anything like that. So we really need to be careful what we post, because that can lead into attacks on other people's characters. I mean, just because we're telling someone that we don't agree with them, they can take it as an attack. Unfortunately, that also falls in the category of cyberbullying, which we got to experience being military. We got to do a video on a soldier completing something that no one else has ever done before. She was the first female to go through a 2-week course that all infantrymen do. When we posted it to YouTube, the news video got commented on good and bad. However, one of the negative comments was just completely derogatory towards the female soldier. And we ended up having to look in deeper, found out it was actually a soldier in our brigade. The same unit was actually, trash talking another soldier. So we ended up having to, cyberbullying, it's out there. I mean, even though we may not try to do it, it's there. We just have to really, really look out for it. Many Christians have made posts to social media in the heat of emotional moments. It's easy. We're not perfect. We get angered. We get frustrated. Something we see can really set us off. However, we need to really, really pay attention to what we post, and it's recommended to take at least a 24-hour stint away from social media altogether. Take the time to cool down, think about what happened, and not just post it. Today it has become more commonplace for organizations to do a social media background check for potential candidates. My brother went through this. He got out of the Army and tried to get a job with law enforcement. Unfortunately, they looked at his, I think it was his MySpace account at the time, but he had pictures of when he was downrange, young, just taking pictures with the rifles, taking pictures, with different things, and nothing derogatory, nothing, but it made the company he was trying to apply for question his integrity, on certain issues. If he would ever come across a certain issue, would he be able to handle it the right way, or would he handle it without thinking? To close, I will leave you with this. The non-Christian world is watching Christians attack each other on social media. Our Christian witness is compromised again and again by our social media actions. When we say or write attacks on others, non-believers see us as hypocritical, inconsistent, and unworthy of emulating. 2 Timothy 2:15 says, "Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." Everything we say needs to show us being a good witness. We need to give that example to everyone to really follow. That's all I have. Thank you for your time.